Hey guys, it's Valley Von back at you with a fragrance review. So I haven't done an individualized fragrance review in quite some time, but I snagged this fragrance when it was really deep clearance after the holidays, Walgreens. I told you guys, if you subscribe, then you would have seen that I let you guys know that most of the gift sets, all of the gift sets were half off after the holidays. So that's when I snagged this number right here, which is the Hello fragrance by Lionel Richie. There is a male fragrance I did not grab because I don't care. And there is a female fragrance, which I did grab because I did care. But let's get into this review. So right off the bat, the packaging I think is actually pretty. Like, this is gorgeous. It's, so maybe not gorgeous, but I think it's pretty, especially because it's super affordable. The cap is plastic. I wish they would have done something else with the cap because this actually cheapens it. But if you just look at this portion, I feel like that doesn't look bad. It's a white bottle and then it has like this plastic gold, almost looks like metal crisscross design. And then this goes all the way around, this band that has the title and then by Lionel Richie. So yeah, I mean, the top isn't the best. It does have the logo at the top. Lionel Richie, I guess he has a logo. I guess he should. He been around. He been doing it. But yeah, so that's how the packaging look. As far as the nozzle, it's not bad. It's nothing to write home about. But I mean, it's not bad. I mean, it's decent, right? Again, very affordable. Most places under $20. I got it around 10 bucks. So you can find a really good deal on this fragrance. And I suggest you do. Anyways, let's get into it. I think this maybe came out 2 years ago or something like that. Also, if you tried this fragrance, comment below. I would love to know, what are your thoughts about it? So Lionel Richie, if you're not familiar with him, he was huge in the 70s, the 80s. His daughter is Nicole Richie. He has a legacy of music. He's very notable, but his audience is particularly a little bit older, I would say. More mature people know about him. So I think that this fragrance is definitely geared towards a more mature woman, definitely more elegant woman, more refined, not a teenager pretty much. So I think that probably the age range for this particular fragrance would be like 30 up. So that's kind of my thought behind it. I also feel like with the packaging, they're kind of, to me, when they go with light colors for packaging, it makes me think that it's supposed to be a daytime fragrance, perhaps. And I can see that. Let's get into the note. The top notes are going to be pink pepper, grapefruit, pear, and lemon. So the first blast of this fragrance is definitely going to be heavily citrus. It's definitely very citrus. You almost get like that cleaning product lemon kind of a scent. If you've ever smelled lemon pine sol, this is like giving it a run for its money. Not as strong. The pine sol is stronger, but I'm just saying that kind of like freshness, definitely turning towards zestiness that sometimes can turn a fragrance a little bit masculine. I get that when you first spray it. And the middle notes is going to have heavily floral middle notes. It's going to have the tuberose and jasmine. So white florals again, which makes me think this is a spring, summer, daytime kind of a fragrance. And the base notes, that's where they add all of the depth, as usual with most fragrances. So it's going to have ambroxan, it's going to have patchouli, it's got some honey in there that I thought was very interesting. And then it also has one additional note that I can't remember. All right, so the actual fragrance. I do get a burst of citrus when you first spray this one. The thing about this fragrance is that when I first obtained it, I sprayed it a lot because I was like, okay, let's try it out. I didn't smell much. Something about this fragrance is just very faint. And if you see I keep doing this, like literally touching my nose to my arm, it's because I cannot smell this fragrance unless I do. This has probably sits the closest to the skin I've ever smelled. But I'm thinking maybe that it would be appropriate for a very warm day because of this reason. Like, it's not going to be the fragrance that's going to be a monster. It just turns into this beast of a, oh my gosh, fragrance when it gets hot outside, the way maybe a oud fragrance or some, beastly fragrances can. That's why I say this might be appropriate for the really hot days. But as of right now, like I can't barely smell the fragrance. It was very difficult to test it. But back to how it smells. So it is going to smell like citrus when you first spray it. Let me do it again because I'm telling you guys. Yeah, I mostly get lemon in there. A little bit of the pink pepper, a little bit of the tartness of the grapefruit, but mostly I'm getting lemon. I hardly get any, well, I don't get any pear. I wish I did. Pear is one of my favorite notes, especially as a top note. It can be very beautiful, as in Mon Prairie YSL, but I don't get much of that in this. And maybe if there was some more pear in there, it would probably add a little bit more liveliness and a little bit more of like a youthfulness to it without turning juvenile. The middle notes, I definitely get a lot of jasmine. I don't get much of the tuberose, but just white floral overall, I definitely get that. And it does a little bit, brighten it up a little bit. But this fragrance quickly dries down to its base notes, and you get mostly, I do smell some honey, but the thing is that when you mix honey and jasmine sometimes, those two can kind of smell like pee. This one doesn't on me, but I just want you guys to be aware of that. Sometimes mixing those two, it can smell like pee. So that's something I'm aware of. Also, I get a lot of the Ambroxan, which kind of smells like a mineral, complex, depth, kind of a warmth scent. I definitely get that in the base notes as well as like a kick of spice, which is from the patchouli. All in all, I think it smells like a citrus, floral, spicy, warm depth kind of a fragrance. I'm not a huge fan of this fragrance. This has become my go-to fragrance for all the wrong reasons, because I just want to blow through it. I'm not huge into it. I'm probably going to just take it out to my car today, or use it as a bathroom spray. I'm really not big into this fragrance. Hopefully I'm not offending you if you really, really like it. I honestly don't think it smells terrible. Like, I'm not ashamed for people to smell this on me. I just feel like the performance is so subpar. It's kind of like I would have to put on another fragrance anyway, so I might as well. But yeah, that's my review of this fragrance. If you find it for like I did for like 10 bucks, I mean, pick it up and see what you like, or less. But all in all, the performance is not there. The bottle's kind of cute, but it's a very generic scent that could turn on some people's skin. Let me know what you guys think, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.